Alrighty, that seems to be everything that I could think of. Trying to see if my audio works. Alrighty, it does indeed work. And hello, Dad. I'm surprised you're the first one here, but welcome, welcome. Not that it's a bad thing, I'm just surprised, that's all. But we will be starting shortly for Rimworld. I have finally got everything working and should be finally done. Again, I'm not going to do a long intro since I am... Oh, I forgot to be recording this as well. Whew. Thankfully, I remembered. Let me close Steam. There we go. Save me a little bit performance. Rim sword as well. And that should be it. That's all I can really think of right now. I should restart the chat as well, just in case. I've had a couple of weird issues with my... There we go. Yeah, it seems to have reset. Perfect. Alrighty. So, we're going to do another brief little description. Not much has been added, only a few mods. One of them is Rebuild and Rebuild in Braziers, specifically because I like that mod, and I completely forgot about it because, again, we haven't really made it that far at all. That's my fault because I keep restarting and I keep forgetting because I'm an idiot, but it's fine. It will be fixed because this is the final iteration of the mod pack. There's no more to be changed. It is done. So this is it. This is the run that we're going to be going with for this entire playthrough, whether we like it or not. Just because it does everything that I want it to do. That's basically it. It keeps things kind of vanilla and doesn't feel too much like, oh, you're deliberately just adding bloat to the game. It just mainly reinforces what's already in the game. Just makes what's already built in better and more exotic in some ways. So it's more of an enjoyable experience for those who simply just like the loop of Rimworld. Otherwise, not much else. That's really it. We have a temperature control mod and I think a summary mod, which I added. Yes, indeed. I did in fact add a summary mod, which just makes things a little bit easier for late game problems. Again, we haven't been there yet. I'm just expecting issues to happen when we reach late game for mainly organization. Because guess what? That's always what happens in Rimworld. But yes, let us go over the mods really, really quickly. Again, it's the same list, but just for those who are coming in for the first time or just wanting to watch the Let's Play. I mean, the live streams rather than the Let's Play to see everything, right? Yes, Rimworld is still 1.6. It is indeed. Honestly, I'm glad that's the case, because I hate it when it updates. Every mod breaks. But yeah, same. Oh, also, we got graphics settings plus. I forgot to mention that as well. It doesn't really change anything in the game itself. It changes mods, makes them more organized and more optimized. It's really good. Actually, I've noticed the loading for my game infinitely faster. Like it's instead of it being minutes, it's like 2 minutes tops, like at the most. Amazing mod. I actually genuinely recommend it. Also, this does work. I have tested it with big raids. I actually forgot to mention this, but this actually does work. Instead of like we saw like random Militors wandering around and stuff like that. It's based off raid points. So yeah, it gets bad. It gets really bad later on. Like the Empire. Okay, I'm not gonna spoil it, but just imagine the Empire if it had access to centipedes, like actual blaster centipedes in combat. It's bad. It's really bad. Yeah, Name Your Entities is one of my favorites. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just a sick, twisted soul. Maybe I'm just a sick, but I love naming my little abominations that I keep in my little pens. I don't know. I've been always wanting this mod, so I finally got it. Need Bar Overflow. No One Left Behind is one of my favorites because it makes raids feel more cinematic. You know, people dragging their dead out, or sorry, wounded, I should say, but basically dead. And hello, officer. Hello. Not My Fault. I forgot to mention that's one of the newer mods we installed. What else do we have? No, that's it. That's basically it. And I'm not gonna go over the mod option settings again. Again, that's a lot. I'll go over it quickly. I was about to say you could just watch older videos and you'll know exactly what we're working with. I'm trying to find the rebuild mod to show you exactly why I've added it. There's two reasons why I've added it. One of them is it's like a meta reason why I like the mod, and mostly because it just makes things look more simple. I love rebuild. I think it's a really cool mod. You can make concrete and stuff. You can better walls, so you don't have to replace them all the time. There it is. Basically, this mod, all it does is adds ways to reinforce walls, mainly. Like, that's the reason why I'm actually getting this. It's very simple, but I never liked how you needed, like, 6 walls and a big rectangle to really not allow raiders to break in. I just always thought that was stupid. You know, at some point you should be saying, listen, man, this wall is made out of solid plasteel. We're not getting in, guys. We're not getting in. We're not those guys, okay? Doesn't matter what tools we got. That's solid plasteel. We're not getting in. So the reason why I got this is just to make it a little bit more streamlined, so you can have like a double layered wall instead of omega thick walls. Oh yeah, no, the mod list is in the description if you wish to download it. Seriously, go for it. Again, I think that's really it for the new stuff, though. Oh yeah, another mod that we got was Vanilla Temperature Expanded, because I actually forgot that mod pack. The reason why I like that one, I'm just a big fan of fancy electrical architecture. I like just seeing wires, pipes, and shit hanging around, okay? I grew up on Tekkit, like Minecraft Tekkit, old mod packs on multiplayer servers. I just love seeing wires all over the place, cables hanging from the ceiling. I don't know, I'm just a big fan of just seeing, like, architecture of, like, high civilization, right? And that's it. That is the entire mod pack series. I'm not gonna lie, I've had a lot of issues with layered wall damage. Nothing on the terms of like game breaking, but that for some reason, even with my machine, I get TPS drops, and my machine's pretty good. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a good machine. So I just stopped using it. I've always wanted to use it, but it doesn't really do the thing I want, which was having bullet penetration. I've wanted bullet penetration. I don't really care about walls breaking. I care about bullets going through walls. So we actually need to have a fortified front. But other than it doesn't really change the gameplay too much. It really doesn't add too much. And it's also more calculations the game has to keep track of. So really, if you don't really care about it, you don't need it. It's cool. No, trust me. If you can handle the TPS loss, go for it. Seriously, go. It's not much, but it's there. It's definitely there. Like, that's a huge amount of calculations. Because, like, let's say they damage a wall, but now it's like a half terrain. Now, some raiders will decide, okay, I can path through there. Some raiders will have to, oh, I'm going to calculate this path. I don't want to go that way. It's not as good as the path that I'm already taking. So I'm gonna redraw the path that I took and see if I can optimize it. You know, there's a lot of background calculations there. So that's the only reason why I don't have it. It's not even like the mod's fault. It's just literally Rimworld AI. You know, it's the pawns, man. The more stuff you can give them on the fly, the more your game will lag, because they'll have to constantly readjust their calculations. Also, for some reason, your chat didn't... Well, whatever. I guess, man, my phone is weird. For some reason, it doesn't explain half... Or doesn't display half the chat sometimes. That's weird. Yeah, I have to read your chat through the screen. Bullet penetration... Yeah, it would be insane. But there's no mod. That's too complicated for Rimworld's engine. Rimworld is not designed as a XCOM-based game. It's a storyteller. Okay, whether everyone wants to, I make jokes about it. In the storyteller, I make jokes about it, but it's literally cinema. This game is cinema incarnate. It builds its own moments. That's the whole point. So yeah, I get it. You know, oh, but what about the bullet penetration killing a random guy across the map? That's pretty cinematic. Yes, but it's also not their intended goal to have people pre-firing walls to maybe get a guy, right? That's just not what they do normally. So sorry, I'm rambling. These are the performance settings. Again, somebody was very thankful that I showed this, so I'm going to keep them in the actual live. This is the real finished live stream series. So this is the actually finished mod pack. So that's all the same. I don't think I've changed anything. Same thing with here. Everything is enabled. Nothing on experimental. Performance that's the one we were just on. I set this to 1 second because literally it's just more stat updates. I disabled the TPS and FPS counter because I guess that does something, but maybe because it's constantly updating and recalculating how much is being done, it drops your FPS or something, but I've never noticed this. This is just if you want less clutter, I guess. That's the only reason why I have it enabled. And slower pawn tick rate, you can max this out. I have never seen any problems with this, excluding maybe having multiple mods like combat extended and load and simple sidearms having some weird, very, very niche interactions with weapons and items. But again, set the loadout properly that you give them in combat extended and no problems occur. That's what I've noticed. It's a little bit more min-maxing in terms of wasting your time. But at the same time, you're making sure the loadout works. That's really... and it doesn't even need to be fully customized. As long as the bullet and the gun is given ad hoc or removed or whatever, there's an option that you enable, and that's it. You're good to go. I'll show it when we get into the game. But that's it. I've noticed 0 problems from doing this. And all you get is benefits. Oh, shit. I just disabled it, didn't I? Yes, I did. Oops. I meant to try to show you that it was in the experimental set, if there was experimental settings, but now you get to see. I don't care. Max that out. Boom. I did not mean to do that. Oops. Whatever, it's fine. I'm sure that won't break anything. Surely. Block. Oh, yes. Block unwanted minutiae. I got rid of the tainted apparel, because trust me, we're going to be getting rid of a lot of that. Lots and lots of that. We're gonna get a ton of that. And we got rid of colonist idle because that's just super annoying. I hate seeing that. I don't care if people are idle. You know, if people can party, they can party. Cherry picker is always tweaked and changed because again, these are I explained this many times. Overpowered. You don't need these. They completely ruin the game. They can one-shot centipedes and people come with 40 or 50 of them half the time. It's weird. Definitely an like oversight. Something's broken or something is interacting poorly with the mod list, but otherwise very easy to get rid of thanks to cherry picking. And there's already a much better looking satchel charge, which I always will vouch for. Also, we got a explosive belt. Remove this because some raids will be only equipped with explosive belts and they all vanish. One bomb or anything, whole raid disappears. Including your walls, fortifications, people, anybody who is unlucky enough to be caught in the crossfire is vaporized upon impact. So that's the only reason why I disabled those. Other than that, though, they don't really change anything. So, meh. I don't really care. And then we got Dub's Hygiene. Just for the fact we have Thirst enabled, everything is the same. I haven't changed anything else. But yeah, that's about it. That's all of the mod. Oh, and weapon proficiencies. This is done. I have this. Oh, no. This is this one. I've disabled random weapon types because Gavin is a clone after all. He has no idea what he's doing. And that is it. That is all the mod settings that we have changed and done for this series. Just to make things as fast as possible, we are going to hop right into it. This is a custom start specifically made by me. Everything you see here is exactly as it says, except for there's one option that doesn't show. We do not start with random possessions. I have changed it. There's another option in here that we start with nothing. Absolutely not. Zero. Zilch. Because thanks to somebody explaining to me that you can actually do that, I don't have to deal with the issue of not knowing what's in my inventory anymore. It's great. It's wonderful whenever I start a run. But other than that, we have specifically a wild men start, meaning that we only have one person. Can't do very much about that. And we don't even know how to make plants yet. Well, we're going to have to relearn. Gavin's a bit confused, but he understands how to use... It's like an instinctual... It's like orcs. An instinctual biological understanding of simple mechanisms, weapons, tools, and armor. That is his main... Well, that's what he was designed for. He's a super soldier candidate. Meant to be mass-produced without the cost of requiring go juice. And it's more human, you know, instead of having clearly distinctive genetic, like, differences, it's a baseliner, an actually genetically altered baseliner, instead of a normal, like, exotic monstrosity made on the fly. But that's about it. No Wanderer Joy, no Wanderer's Join, no Wanderer Join Trader, no Man in Black, no crutches, no luck. The only thing we can kind of benefit from is the Wild Man stuff, which is still very gambly. We got lucky with the last test run I've done, and I've had it trigger a few times. But other than that, though, we're basically going to be solo until we learn how to make plants. That's it. And scrounging whatever supplies we get from the world, if it so graciously gives us a nice start like last time. I'm guessing not, because this is the real run. It's going to be a terrible spot, I can feel it. So, of course, the difficulty settings will be random, customized at losing is fun difficulty with 500% enabled. And of course, ambient horror. Never forget this. One of, if not the best reason for Anomaly being installed, it makes your game into a nightmare. Doesn't make anything easier, it just makes it harder. If you want to say you played on the hardest difficulty in Rimworld, that's my personal take. Okay, you want to tell me that? That is when things get spicy. And also on commitment mode, because again, we will take our losses unless we're in dev mode or deliberately doing things that are not necessarily recommended. Again, this Let's Play is done, so I will not be having to ever pop up dev mode. I'm just saying for like other Let's Plays and stuff like that when I'm testing or having to fix something. Yeah, I'm gonna cheese it. Okay, I'm not afraid to admit that. Why? I'm wasting 12 hours in game at most. Okay. Oh my God, the end of the world, dude. He's a big fat cheater. Fair enough, but still. You know, there's some things that need to be fixed, and there's some things that need to be done if bugs happen. Anyways, again, I've experienced one issue, a single issue. That's it. Out of like what, 50 hours of gameplay? Amazing, very, very good. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna have anything to worry about. I think this is not. I'm just explaining. You know, I'm being honest, but it's not gonna be a problem. I guarantee it. Now. The world settings are going to be very simple. Remove gentle try, because let's be honest, kind people in this type of world don't really do that well. Otherwise, pollution is at 90%. Landmarks will be at right before crowded. I kind of like the idea that people were pushed out of their homes or their locations or whatever they were doing as the world just kept filling up a dump. It's a newly designated dump world. That's the lore. It's a newly designated dump world, and it's just unlucky enough for Gavin to be so graciously to land upon it. What a blessing, dude. But yes, that is my lore for this world. It's a newly designated dump world from a rather isolated Rimworld that nobody kind of cares about. You know, Glitter World just dumped their trash on it. Whatever. You know, they're ants. Who cares? They don't know they don't even know how to think. They can't even revive the dead. What kind of peasantry is this, dude? I don't care. You know, Glitter World shit. Obviously, 100% global coverage. Also, that's the reason why I kind of like the roaming monstrosities. It's kind of like their genetic experiments, just seeing how life reacts. They're having their genomes twisted and broken. You know, Glitter World stuff. You know, we love the ultra powerful people. We love them. Yes, dude. Let's send it to a more fit razor. Boom, like that. Gotta have the edgy name. Always have the edgy name. And that is it. This is our world settings. As terrible as they are. Boom, baby. But now I have to enter Let's Play mode a little bit here. I'm gonna have to actually explain some rules more intricately. I'm sorry. But I'm just being honest because, again, this is the part of the Let's Play where we decide the map location for the run. So I kind of have to follow to the rules here. But yes, I'll try to make it as fast as possible for those who are obviously watching the game. Oh. Alrighty. So, specifically for the rules of how we're going to start our location, my apologies for the counter up top. It is from a mod called Day Counter, so I can keep track of the exact day without forgetting about it. I know in my other Let's Plays, I've always had a couple of problems forgetting which day it is and having to go back and deal with the work. Now I don't have to worry about that anymore because we have a big fat counter right there to make fun of me and to tell me exactly what day it is. Otherwise, the rules for specifically setting up the location of our starting location is random. We're going to randomize until we reach a Scarlands, whether it's in the sea ice, the extreme deserts, or God forbid, in a horribly sectoid infected place. We got to take it. That is simply what we got to work with here. But other than that, though, folks, I'm going to see you all whenever we find a Scarlands that befits it. And for those who are watching the live stream, let us start gambling. That's it. Just a nice, quick little introduction there. Because most of the rules are going to be explained in the introduction of the video, anyways. Let's also get rid of this so we don't cheat, and let it begin. Let it ride. Oh, I also forgot to mention that I'll also be showing it in the Let's Play. Then I'm gonna have to explain the rules a little bit better. But we're on Death Wish difficulty on CE+CAI5000. If that matters for people, it doesn't really change much except for the fact they have more processing power to use techniques for. But I did keep dynamic balancing on because again, I do like having my game function at max frames. I am a big FPS guy, not a oh, look how cool this is, and run the game at 1 FPM, dude, frames per minute. But yeah, other than that, this is a Scarlands. This is Glow Forest. But yeah, I'm just going to gamble because I have a tendency of overlooking it sometimes when I'm yapping. So I'm just going to lock in a little bit here, folks. Also, there will be rules in the... Oh, wow. Okay, perfect. So we have gotten a relatively nice location to be randomized. We're not going to look at anything else. Again, we're just going to see what we see here, what we're crashing upon, basically. It's a pretty mountainous area, but it should suffice. We do have locations to salvage and scavenge food. It looks pretty good. I'm not going to lie. This looks fantastic. This is a very, very nice spot indeed. But yeah, other than that, though, folks, I will see you all when the map generates. Hopefully, it's not too dangerous of a location. It looks pretty bad, but, well... that's simply just the way the cookie crumbles. Alrighty, so our ideology does not matter because we don't even have one. We make one whenever we reach the epitome of a wildman culture, which is not a big deal for us currently because we don't even know what that is. This is an insanely good character, but sadly we're not taking this. This is crazy, actually. Wow. Let us go to our very, very custom-made pawn for this type of run. Because, again, he's not an intelligent man. He is a clone, specifically designed to be durable, to be survivable, to be thrown in any environment with bare minimum equipment, and to thrive in terms of shooting guns at people. Also, because his brain was supposed to be replaced with the glitter welders, because his body is an absolute chiseled Giga Chad. He's literally custom made. He's a custom made dude, except for the brain. The brain brain is good old Gav. That is for sure. My apologies, folks. I was reading a live stream message, but yes, he is not an intelligent man. He is lacking in that regard entirely. Other than that, he has the benefits of his creators, which is an unbelievably durable and extremely powerful physique. He's healthy, just generally healthy in all parts of his body, which is an overall benefit for his survivability in the exact situation that he is in. General labor speed, a little bit of movement, more HP. Do not worry, this max HP is distributed over his entire body. So maybe his fingers have an extra health point, or his heart has an extra 2, but it's not per limb. Okay, I'm aware how insane that would be. It's all his body parts get this HP pool. Reduced damage, of course, because again, that is going to be his entire gist. He's a durable man. Doesn't save him from hunger, disease, infection, whatever. He can take the hits and the moment. Same thing with defensive fighter, a budget tough, basically, but it allows him to take even less damage. Hardy for the overall beneficial survivability, because again, I can only take 4 positive traits if I ever do make a custom character. Again, basic overall survivability, and of course, because damage reduction. Determined fighter, because this is our only crutch at preventing the most dangerous part of the early game, a mental break. This is our only crutch against mental breaks, a -10, or depending on what his needs are. Because there's also a lifestyle choices that he can make as well, which we will customize if it does not fit the run, but it should be very likely to fit the run. Normally they are. But overall, very nice little bits of benefit here, and of course, damage reduction. But for the true negative, the truly undesigned, left out, the unbothered part of the body, which was his brain, he's a slow learner. He's kind of an idiot. Stupid. Like, dumb as a rock. But hopefully, with his survivability, his durability, of course, he might be able to fight some animals and not be instantly claimed by the wildlife in 2 seconds and be able to eat. Hopefully. But other than that, though, he is at the absolute mercy of fate. But his needs and desires are, wow, sure, I guess. we'll rock with it. Why not? That is fine with me. Okay. I was thinking about getting that as well. I wanted him to be the granddad one, but this is fine. This works. I'm not complaining. But yeah, this is going to be the character that we go with this series. His fulfillment is very much required. I guess we could try to get a better one, but this kind of fits what his goal is, which is strangely, for some reason, an esoteric want to fight off the Empire and to reach the stars themselves. That is his goal and dream. But yeah, I guess that works. It's not too crazy. Oh yeah. We'll get to that. Well, actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna explain a little bit. Yeah, I think we're gonna make this a little bit better of a character really quick, and then we're gonna find a more interesting backlore. I find this is gonna be too easy. We're gonna get his max fulfillment in like 5 seconds with this. So I'm just gonna but a lot easier than it should be. I'm gonna re-explain the stuff basically. Or not re-explain this. I'm just gonna cut this part in the video. But yeah, we're gonna be recruiting people if they are able to be. I mean, Gavin is not very social, just to be extremely honest. Where is he? Yeah, 0. He's an absolute idiot. He's not good. He's not good at recruiting people. Yeah, it's basically gonna be pure chance or food. We need a lot of food, like lots of it. He will be basically solo for most of the game, unless we get extremely lucky. Because again, we can't be having a bad colonist. I want Gavin to be a good guy, but the problem is being a good guy is hard. It's very hard in Rimworld. It is so much easier to just organ harvest, butcher, meals prep for the day, feed the enemies their bodies. It's so easy. So easy. It's genuinely hard to try to make a guy who does not do that. I'm trying to make Gavin a semi-good guy. Okay? Trying, really am. It's so hard. It's so hard, dude. But yes, I am going to be basically explaining this stuff whenever we better make a better character. So let's load a bunch of Gavins in until we get one that works. Really? Alright, what do you guys think? this feels a little bit better. You know, get propose, have a bond, right? Destroy, you know, good guy. I think this is fair. I'm okay with this. All right, let's delete all these other Gavins, and then we'll explain this is the final character. All right. So this is our final selected character. A relatively simple lifestyle choice of wanting a psychic bond, to destroy an insect hive, to propose, simply all the things he saw while crashing down like a wave of emotions and endorphins flooding his mind for such luxuries in such a unforgivable place. He's aware of his situation, it's just not a good one. But that is Gavin, our overall extremely durable, extremely charismatic, for 0 social scale, but very, he's basically an idiotic chiseled god. That is how this run is going to be. But nonetheless, folks, I hope you enjoyed the quick, as much as I could do, abbreviated introduction to this streamed and actually done, or hopefully edited Let's Play. If not, at least it'll be streamed. But nonetheless, let us get right into it. So, our first and immediate goal is understanding the situation we are in. We do not know what kind of map it's going to be. It did look pretty bad, though. It did look pretty bad. Don't worry about this. Not a big deal. And so, from the fall of the Rimworld, after a massive apocalyptic war, a man wakes up from the chemical and rot-smelling dirt, and unknowing of how they lived, but taking the name from the only object near him, a strange drop pod with what seems to be its door, with a bright neon yellow set of letters painted on. Gavin. Instinctually, maybe even the first words he ever remembers speaking, mumbles his new name, and begins to carve the legacy from the bottom of humanity, feeling a strange connection to the sky and what his mind thinks are stars. Gavin will do everything he can to get to see it himself. This is Gavin's journey from being a 1 in a billion situation to possibly reaching the stars themselves. And it begins. What is the damage? Oh my god, we are leaving immediately. Oh, we are leaving immediately. That is what I have decided to do. Holy cow, this is terrible. I wish you were alive, but it's fine. We are looking for basic equipment. Anything with a really blunderbuss. Okay, that's a little bit of a stretch, okay? That's a little bit of a stretch. Oh, but this stuff would do fantastic. The mask is great. The knife is good too. Not great, but it'll do fantastic right now. Yeah, we gotta leave. This is a prime time to go, dude. Oh my god. Wow, we are getting some true wildlife here, people. We got a Ripper Hound immediately off the bat, which can puncture through 13 millimeters of armor. We cannot fight this. It also could stop our melee weapons as if they are butter. I mean, as if they are literally using paper knives. So, how bad is the big bug? Oh, it's bad. Big bug is bad. Bad. Big bug is real bad. How bad is the big bug indeed? I hate them. All right, let's get some gear. Gavin needs to get out of here immediately. Which one is it? We'll ditch that. Get everything equipped as fast as possible, my poor friend. Go. We need to leave now. So, we are going to be repositioning. It is day 0. We haven't even experienced a day yet, but that is just not a place we want to be at. So, we are going to abandon this colony entirely. It's gone. We don't care about it anymore. And we are going to be resituated right here so we can just scavenge the food from this relatively untouched part of the world. No way! No! No! I knew this would happen! I knew this would happen! We are fucked! What's the plan? I have no idea. I have no idea what's the plan. Oh man. Okay, that's the reason why I didn't want to zoom out. That's the reason why I did not want to zoom out, by the way. This cinema. This is a run, dude. Okay. So I hate to say it. We have to get the fuck out of here. We have no crutches. We can't do any trading. Dude, what is this world? This is one of the dude. We actually are, we're waterlocked. We need to build a ship. We actually need to build a ship. I mean, not many, but if it gets desperate enough, I may have to do exceptions. I mean, we have, like, this is quite a bit, but I was not expecting this. Can we, I've never been on an island before. Can we even get trades? I'm so sorry, folks, but holy moly, I was not expecting such a massive discovery. Whoa. So yeah, we are on an island. Straight up, we are island locked. Oh, guys, incredible thumbnail. Surviving on an island in a polluted world. Oh, the clickbait, I can see it from here. That's crazy. True, that is fantastic. That's true. Oh my god, officer out here with the fucking silver lining. My god. Okay. So, sorry for the big change of plans. I hope you could excuse me for having a very, very big shock, because again, I did not zoom out when I was selecting our map location. This is crazy, dude. So, once we get out of this spot, though, it's going to be earned. It's going to be definitely earned, that's for sure. Wow. Okay. We got no other choice. I mean, we live on an island. I think we're going to have to do some very interesting stuff in the future, but that's only when that bridge needs to be burnt. Because right now, we're going to have to truly min-max our location. We're going to have to do everything we can to benefit. Okay. I'm actually blown away from this, man. I really was not expecting to be. I called it though, didn't I? Oh, of course, it's gonna be the real run. It's gonna be the worst starting location ever, bro. Come on, dude. Companies. Ooh, okay. There's just a live hunter drone. Dude, we're gonna have to leave this map fucking too. Oh, it's awful condition too. God damn it. Nah, I don't care. Oh, nice, a belt. That's great, actually. So, we don't really have a lot to work with here, do we? What's your boots looking like? Not as good as ours, but the bowler hat might be better. Yes, it is. Better mask. Put that on. Forbid, forbid, forbid. Yeah, grab, ship, grind. An actual reason to get it this time instead of just pussyfooting around. Also, we got research, which is randomized. We're gonna get agriculture first because I hate to say it, we don't really got a choice. This will help massively, actually. A little bit. 3%, but I will take it. We are that desperate right now. That's gonna be huge. Boots are better, I find. There's gotta be more bodies, right? Yeah, there's plenty. What kind of gear do you guys got? You got a baseball bat? It's not really good though. I mean, it's good, but it's not what I want. You, on the other hand, have exactly what I'm looking for. An actual weapon to hunt something with. But we need water right now, but we could do 2 birds with 1 stone. Gavin? Make that for me. Also, it's giving him very much needed construction XP right now. Amazing. Can you build it? Pure luck, Gavin. This is all you, baby. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Level 0. He does it again. Okay. That's a little bit polluted. Is there a better spot, maybe? 0. Thank God. Okay, do not... Jesus. I'm so sorry, Gavin. I made you drink the worst water imaginable. Okay, the jumpsuit is great. Yeah, that gives him bulk. Yeah, he's got some nice gear now. I mean, what can we hunt? Actually, we could... Yeah, we're just gonna salvage. We're just gonna scavenge the land first. We're on an island. I'm not taking any chances. We're stuck here. Oh, but we're actually stuck here. Oh, so we do gotta actually hunt something first. Well, what is it to hunt on the map that's actually edible? A rat. I must kill the thing that I truly wish to. Yeah, Scaria. Could go with that ammo belt really fast for a little bit more. Actually, this is not a bad idea just to wear. Yeah, better than nothing. There's gotta be something we can eat on a boom rat, maybe? No, that's too complicated to hunt currently. I'm so sorry, rat. You're our only food. Rat dinner acquired, folks. No, there really isn't much ways to get food. Thankfully, we're like, oh, dude, that could be the lore explanation why this island is basically untouched. Because it's an island. Like, oh, dude, there's not enough space for our garbage. You know? Oh, we're gonna be scavenging the forests nearby. We got very lucky with it. There's not even toxins here. There's no poison here. Dude, it's a 90%. Look at this. Dude, we got so lucky. Actually untouched land. Oh, wow. Well, there's benefits to being on an island, it seems. Fantastic ones, in fact. But we do need to find a room to live in fast. So we're going to do this really quickly. I do want to claim that door. This is exactly what I wanted. Awesome. And there's... Wow. That's lucky. That's very lucky. Hopefully we don't lose this room immediately. But that's super lucky. Okay. As day one finally approaches, Gavin has situated himself and he has discovered his exact situation. He's waterlocked. I have never had a character like this before. I'm actually kind of excited. A waterlocked character is crazy. You know what, man? You can have a bottle of beer. I drank too, man. Also, we're going to disable this. We're just going to remove all of this. We just do not need it. I have no intentions. I see. Oh. Hear me out. We pop open the Ancient Danger and hope to God it isn't bad. Surely, right? Like, surely. Can't be mechanoids. Surely. Surely couldn't be mechs, Why not? Yeah, exactly. Why not? Okay. We do got to be a little bit careful about that. Let's do this. Are they going up or down? Exactly the way I wanted them to go. Fucking awesome. Because if it's flesh, if it's like a flesh ball, oh, dude, they got this. You know, Militaurs can easily outclass them. And we can, oh, we'll definitely pitch in too. Like, we'll help. I could not have asked for a better situation than that. Interesting. Okay. Run like fucking hell. Do not run and gun. Run like hell. That's what I was trying to prevent. Scurry. Ow. Excellent! Why are they coming after me? Take it out! I don't care. Actually, I would much rather just the gun right now and the food. Okay, you gotta eat something, man. Well, this could have gone a little bit better, but now we got ourselves another gun. I don't really think we could take on a tough spike, but we could bring it to the hunter trap. Fucking no, dude. Already so many insane plays. Okay. I do want that gear, though. That would be... I don't really care about the relation, right? Like, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, they're not even near us. Let it fuck off a little bit. Oh, that's exactly what I did not want to have happen. No! Shit. Aim. Take that son of a bitch out. Ow. Come on, dude. It's gotta be better than this, dude. No! You're out of ammo! There's no fucking way we're gonna die already. They have insane armor! Scurry. We might have just done enough damage for it to not be a fucking threat. Yeah, you're gonna have to go down, bitch! You're gonna have to go down! Okay. The bleeding is what I care about more than anything. We don't care about the spike too much. We'll worry about that later. He should be bleeding out. Not crazy quickly. Alright, go. You should be good. We should be okay to loot that gear now. They're not a threat. Not yet, anyways. I don't really want to shoot them either. I should fucking reload, actually. Let's make sure if that happens again, we can fix it. Excellent. Good work. Very small negatives compared to the benefits we just got. We could technically rock and shock with that. I mean, just run with a... and just put an anti-grade next to an IED. Surely nothing can go wrong. That's funny. Drink. If you have a mental break, you die, so let's not have that happen. No, just... Oh, for the love of God. Just get out of here. Scurry off. Fuck off. Awesome. Get some well-deserved sleep, dude. Excellent. Yeah, I know you ate a corpse. Don't be such a baby. A mad crow. Okay, I don't think it's a problem. Okay, that thing stood back up, so we're just gonna forbid all this crap. Well. Well. That was quite the upgrade, if I say so myself. So what other piece of crap do you have that's tainted this? So it's only a -5 now, which is perfect. That's fine with me. That's fine. If it gets too cold, I mean, -29 is pretty reasonable. It's not, like, terrible. Yeah, we need defenses. Thanks, game. Thanks. Let's have bed rest at the bottom. I don't really care about it too much currently. Hopefully that got us to construction. Yes, it did. So day 2. Whoa, excuse me. Oof. That was a bad cough. I think I'm also getting sick, by the way. I've been drinking like lots of tea to fight it off, but oof. That was pretty rough. My apologies for that. That was terrible. But we got ourselves a level 1 construction skill, which will help massively for these kinds of situations. I think we should go off and get some grub. We got a couple of bodyguards to protect the base. I don't really care about this shit. I'm not gonna lie. If this blows up, whatever. You know, I'll let it blow up. But I do want to take care of this. I do also want to see what's in there. But we got the whole horde of death and destruction outside our door. So I'm gonna fix this really quick. There we go. This is our chill area. We can chill around here, do whatever we want around here, and we should be fine. With little issues to be had. Whew. Yeah, hopefully the cryopods are good, but they're probably also filled with terrifying abominations of death and despair. Gavin's fully healed. It is time to head out. Let us get some actual plants. Alright. Go over there. This seems like a fantastic place to go. And we have been situated. Let's camp. It's an untouched. There's no pollution here at all. So we got the 10% of the map to work with. The very, very bottom of the luck pool that we could have gotten, we have achieved. Which is amazing. I'm not complaining. So Gavin can finally get some very much needed plant skill. And of course, actually edible food. Isn't that wonderful? 100 trap was triggered. I've never been happier to see that in my life. I've never been happier to see that. It worked. It worked. I got it. It worked. Yippee. Alright, build that really quick. There you go. Get some water. And you got food as well. I forgot we do have some meals to work with, which is amazing. I do want to bring some wood back so we can make a campfire, but let us harvest the entire map. And everything it's got, baby. Everything it's got. Let's put a meditation spot, a gathering spot. Poor guy is like having the worst time of his life. I can't believe we just tried hip fire with a musket though. That was so funny. Just try blasting some guy with a musket. Yeah, yo, I forgot his plant is so bad. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Level 0 in plants. I thought we were like level 8, like last run, you know? That was so great. We were able to harvest everything, but no, yeah, of course it had to be a test run. I do want to just, yeah, we gotta harvest something, like actually get food. Yes, awesome work. Try to get some heal root. Good luck, I guess. Oh wow. Okay, I'll shut up. Gavin's locked in. A manhunter pack. I wonder how that's gonna turn out. And it's the worst thing possible. A swarmling. Look at that. You see? This is why we did not fucking deal with them. Because these are bad. And that will pop. So we don't need to worry about that. Yeah, swarmlings are extremely dangerous if they are manhunters. Like, actually, like, they're game ending. Unless you don't have armor. If you don't have armor, then... Yeah, see, look how many swarmlings there are now. I mean, I think the monitor lizards will go after them, so... Oh, no, you got swarmling implantation, too. Yeah, you're cooked. It's just... Now it's just going to be an endless cycle of more swarmlings and... Oh, God. Well, at least Gavin got level 1 plants as we were looking at the terrified situation. You're a predator? No, you're just a dangerous creature. Well, classified as. Man, you are getting some good rolls, Gavin. I was expecting to see some botches, but I'm not really seeing any. Ah, that was a botch right there, the herbal medicine. Well, it was a successful harvest. He just did it so badly that it still canceled itself out. Yeah, see? And then once this happens, I think it instantly just kills you. Like, I'm fairly certain. I mean, hey, I'm fine if they just stay alive and they just take out everything, but yeah, I don't think I think it just kills you. Like, this is a game ender. It should be. From what I remember. So, why would you hunt it, you sicko? Why? The only way to see if that worked or not. And of course. Right? That's crazy. Because, like, I swear to God, it just kills you. I've always had it kill when I had it happen to me. It killed me instantly, so I just wanted to see it. But of course not. Another herbal medicine. Excellent work, Gavin. Another herbal medicine. Excellent work, Gavin. Raids arrive in 15 hours. That's fine. I don't really care too much as long as we're on the move. We almost just had to deal with a cougar. Alright, that's more than enough food. That's more than enough food. Let's go. Let's head back home. We'll take the wood. That's priority. Grab all the food. Make sure we didn't leave it. Grab all 6 herbal medicine is actually fantastic. We'll grab a couple of marble urns. Why not? And then you will enter. Oh, we do have ourselves a little bit of company. How good is their armor, if I remember? Shouldn't be that good. They have none. 0 armor. Good, good. That's what I like to see. 0 armor. We can fight them. It'll take a lot, but we can fight them. if things get quiet, I will start to cut, and obviously if you watch the live stream, you'll know what happens. But I'm going to start cutting some parts out if things are a little bit too slow, because now we are now at the point where we can actually just comfortably, quote unquote, comfortably, work with what we got. We can now actually start to eat and have food and supplies. So we don't really need to worry as much as we did before. But now that we're basically been situated, we're just going to take full advantage of it. Like, we have to. There is really not much other choice. But yeah, day 6 goes on without a hitch. Hopefully these swarmlings will go away, but I don't think we're going to get that lucky. I think we're going to have to deal with some really dangerous critters. But other than that, I'm just going to be doing what I normally do for a live stream. Love it. I love this. Both being recorded and live streamed. So now if people feel like they're missing out, they can watch the live stream. Alright, let's ditch the marble urns and the wood. Ah, fuck it. We've already seen so much insanity. That was a horrifying sound. We're gonna clean this room out. Make this into a gathering room, I think. No. We'll put this over here. We give them some stuff to do. Why not? We'll install this right here. Install this right here. We'll build this in the home zone. There we go. A little bit of work, a little bit of stuff getting done. I'm so happy we got visitors to clean up the map for us. Awesome. And if we're really lucky, because it's not the zone, is it? No, it's not. Oops. All right, expand. Delete this. Move that all over there. Now we already got ourselves a storage room. Fantastic. Day 7. A storage room is actually acquired. Wow. Oh, I forgot about this. Yeah, because of rebuild, that kind of doesn't work too well with, I forgot to mention this. We just won't build these until we have actual construction. That's it. We just won't build anything until we can actually build things. Because this isn't supposed to happen. This is because of rebuild and the tribal expansion having a little bit of an incompatibility. But again, I'll only allow to be able to build stuff if we actually learn construction. So no biggie, just, you know, it's a little bit of an oversight, but again, not a big problem. Other than that, though, let us make a fire. I completely forgot about that, to mention that. Let us start our first tribal gathering. Day 7. Let's enjoy this. Let's enjoy this, people. This is very important. This is his first thinking session in his life. There we go. Look at Gavin go. Look at him go. Good man. Good man right there. So basically what we're doing, this is the wild man way of researching. We just think. We simply think outside of our simple, leisurely lives of survival. We're learning so much. Oh yeah. Actually took a screenshot, but it should be done soon. Actually, never mind. We were halfway done. We'll forget that. So, as you could tell, we got a little bit of research. So 2 to 12 points. We got on the lower end, so we got 2 points. But yeah, that's all we're going to be doing. Is just working on getting basic growing and understanding the basics of it so we can do it ourselves. As we harvest the plants around us, that's how we're learning. Is simply just by, you know, doing at the bare minimum to survive at this point. Eating whatever we can get our mouths on. Basically. But yeah, it should be a much better location. We're gonna move this over. Also, we're gonna move this body away from there. Also, no rotten. Sorry about that, folks. I'm just, I definitely think I am getting something. Also, we are not doing this mission until we have, I believe it's going to be microelectronics. Because again, well, I do want to join the deserters, but we can't really do that currently. It just doesn't make sense for Gavin to even want to do that right now. He's more so trying to get food in his belly and an actual shelter to work with currently. So yeah, other than that though, not much else is happening. Day 8 looks fantastic. The weather's pretty nice. And other than that, we're just going to be doing tribal gatherings, getting food, until we get either agriculture or something really bad happens. But from the looks of it, the map has been cleared. Wow. So we're going to pick this up. No path. I think we're actually good to go now. No, there's swarmlings still there. We're just going to pretend that didn't happen. They'll eventually scurry off. But yeah, other than that though, I will see you all when something actually happens. Because right now we are just taking full advantage of our situation. Also, we do need a bathroom. There we go. And we will have, yeah, there you go. Grabbing all that stuff, whatever. Just doing whatever we can. Get a little bit of mood bonus. Looking good, Gavin. Looking good. Yeah, things are looking pretty good now, actually. Excluding the very obvious death trap that is sitting and waiting for us. I'm waiting for this guy to handle them, but now we actually get to see if this is true or not, if this actually does work. Unless it becomes immune, but I don't think that's, yeah, it's already losing the race. It's definitely losing the race. Alright, we're just gonna forbid that door. Actually, we should just, I don't want to build in the food room. That's kind of grody. Oh, damn it. Until we get walls, we're at the mercy of Randy's positioning of buildings. But we can at least do another one of these. Get a little bit more research going. Oh, it was an encouraging one. So that gives us a lot more XP. Double, which is very good. But yeah, another encouraging ritual. I mean, an encouraging ritual has occurred. And yeah, this is looking pretty good. I'm basically going to be keeping all this stuff, like, similar to my series, until the next cut, because I am going to be cutting stuff at this rate. There's a lot of stuff happening for the first episode. So far, so good, though. Like, actually, this is cozy. We have actual decent looking. It should be mediocre. Yeah, -3. Oh, it's awful. Fuck. I was hoping for it to be mediocre. Once we get a couple of other nice little gizmos or gadgets in there, it'll look better. Ah, see, look. He died. He blew up. See? Totally just blew up. So now there's 3 more swarmlings to deal with. Absolutely dangerous creature, man. I hate them. I cannot believe we're stuck on an island. That's fine. We don't have to worry about that too much, at least. We also got really lucky that there's no pollution here. Oh, there's so many good things that happen, man. Couple of dangerous critters. I mean, we dealt with them with the hunter trap, which was an amazing play. I had a feeling that was going to work. I just did not think it was going to work that well. Oh, already so much cinema happening, dude. It's so good. There's a revolver there I kind of want to take. We'll worry about it later. There's swarmlings there. We'll get them when the swarmlings scurry off. They'll be going soon. I don't think they're going to be staying around for much longer. Alright, let's set this to... That looks good to me. I like our arsenal too. Our arsenal is very commendable actually for this early on. Nothing spectacular, right? But it definitely gets the job done. We'll just set them to anything. Doesn't matter. Alrighty, day 10. Well, more like day 7, but you know. We had a couple of events happen. We specifically had a couple of tribal gatherings occur. Nothing too crazy. We're going to do one more. But we're going to send Gavin out on another food trip because we are starting to run pretty low on supplies. Nothing crazy, of course, but... And another encouraging. Wow. Okay. But yeah, we got very lucky. We got 2 encouragings and 1 uninspiring, which is the norm is uninspiring. But these are the very, very lucky. If we got really lucky, it would have been inspiration. But this is really good. Like, I'm not going to complain about this at all. But yeah, that's about it. A couple of missions popped up. Nothing too interesting. But other than that, though, let us get some food. I'm going to speed this up for those who are watching the right now. But yeah, again, if you are ever interested in seeing the full videos, it's live streamed. Like, it's going to be, everyone can see it, and then there'll be an edited version for those who don't have all the time in the world, basically. But yeah, other than that, though, let us get some actual food going. Hopefully, anyways. Stretch. We have arrived at our next location in order to get some more supplies. There are benefits, like I said, to living on an island, and some of them are very apparent, such as our readily available clean food that has not been tainted by the trash yet, shockingly. Shockingly. Gets, of course, you harvested this time, or botched it this time. Yeah. Is there any other good things to harvest around here? Please do not mess this up, Gavin. This is extremely important right now. This is the only time we're getting food matters, when you have none. Excellent work, my friend. Incredible stuff. Alright, let's get you some wood chops. And then we will build a water, and then a toilet. And this will provide him all the necessities that he needs. But I will be speeding this up, though, because, again, we've kind of seen it already. The big, long process of gathering as much supplies as he can get his grubby hands on. But that's really all we can do, to be extremely honest. A little bit more building. We should build this in a little bit of a better spot. I mean, we don't want to sleep next to where we, you know, deal our business. So let us harvest the entire map. I'm a little bit worried about some of the wildlife here because it is like actually a paradise. It's untouched, so there might actually be some wildlife moving around. Shockingly, as that is to say, but that's just the way things are. You know, sometimes you land on an island, sometimes you don't. But we should be getting level 2 plants, which is going to be fantastic for the overall survivability of Gavin, of course. We got very lucky in terms of dealing with what we have had to deal with, I should say. Could have been much, much worse. But yeah, we're just going to be doing this. I'm going to speed this part up. And yeah, other than that, though, I will be ending the episode, well, this episode specifically, when we get back to base. Of course, I will be continuing the live stream, so it'll be multiple episodes per live stream, if that makes any sense. But I'm going to try to make things as compact and visually entertaining as possible in the compact series, because again, there's a lot, people will tell there's a lot of empty air and a lot of empty time. But yeah. Also, sorry everybody for how many new runs I've had to start, but this is... Why are we not getting food now? How are you botching all these now, dude? Like, you were doing so good. You can harvest the plants. You don't need to harvest these anymore. So you're botching all the food, but none of the herbal. That's crazy. I never thought you'd mess up this bad. There we go. Okay, Mega Sloth I don't have to worry about as long as it doesn't go mad. There we go. I hope he eats something. Really? A warg, huh? You can't miss right now, man! Oh my god! Oh my god! That was completely out of nowhere. Wow. Okay. A dangerous situation. Very luckily enough subverted. Holy crap. That is why we have the gun, by the way. You are 44, correct? Yes. Holy cow, man. I was not expecting that. That was terrible. Terrifying. Could have actually taken out... easily taken his eye or something if it bit him, unlucky enough. But we are doing okay. We are still establishing ourselves, getting more and more food. Was not expecting a hunt. We have 2 bullets left. Fuck. Alright, get some more recreation going. Don't worry. Let's see how the swarmlings are by the time we get back. They should be gone. Nope. There's going to be even more of them because the wild man decided, I'm hungry. I'm going to eat the most dangerous thing when I have no armor on. Yep, classic. We do love swarmlings. Totally not an overtuned monster. That's for sure. Actually an insane creature to have that can even be a manhunter, first of all. But whatever. And that is it for our harvesting journey. Really not much in terms of actual useful stuff. I mean, we had to actually use more ammo than we came with, but we could always do a little bit of scavenging around the other Scarlands whenever we got some spare time. And that is everything. Wow, we are able to take absolutely... Oh, I see what we cannot take. That is truly tragic. Alright, well, we gotta ditch one of the sandstone urns. I don't care about that. And we will enter right up here. That is the safest way for us to enter. And hopefully the swarmlings will go. 2 of them left. So we only have... sadly, another person decided to fight the swarmlings. So they perpetuate even more. There's even more of them now. Nope. What is this now? Okay, these are not a problem. These... That is a problem. Seriously? You're gonna spawn one of those next to me? Really? Great. What? Oh, it was hunting. I thought. Fuck it. Let's get out of here. Holy shit! Holy shit! Well, looks like we can't go back home until that goes away. Yippee! Well, it's hungry. That does help massively. It is hungry. So, the hungrier it is, the more likely it'll leave. And it's Scaria too, man. No way. We cannot fight that, I'll tell you what. Not happening. So I guess we'll be having to... We're not going to abandon the base. We're basically just going to be staying on the outskirts until it scurries off, basically. I mean, that's what I would do. I mean, forget that. Just run for our lives and get out of there. I did not think he was going to show up at nighttime, though. But I guess we were one tile away. So I will be ending things off while we were camping in this location. My apologies, folks. A little bit more of a dangerous situation than I was hoping for. But let's see if there's anybody here that we can gather some gear off of. No. Of course not. See, is he really the only? That is the only one. All right. Well, that's going to be it for the first episode. My apologies for how it ends, but that's going to be it. You know, there's quite a bit that happened today. Just like the introduction, we're going to be doing more cuts or speed ups next episode. Or from here on out, basically. I just wanted to get everyone at least a little bit more aware of the situation that he was in. But we are, to keep in mind, if nobody saw it, we are waterlocked in our randomly designated spawn point. We are waterlocked. We have no other choice but to build a spaceship if we want to get somewhere. If we want to get anywhere, actually, in fact. So that is really what's going to be going on currently. But nonetheless, I hope you all enjoyed. And I will definitely be seeing you all next time on the series. Other than that, though, yeah. Have a good one. All right. So now let me end the recording for this episode. And then start the next episode of Fallen Scars. Okay. It's going to be a little bit awkward, folks, but we're getting there. And in 3, 2, 1... go. Welcome back to episode 2 of Falling Scars with our very wonderful and very, very unfortunately island-bound character, Gavin. It's day 16. Quite a lot has happened last episode, specifically for an introduction. Our location is kind of compromised because we have a Ravager kind of wandering around that almost ate Gavin. To give you an idea just how dangerous a Ravager is, it is bad. It is very bad. This is a very, very, very dangerous creature. It can absolutely rip us in half. 33 armor pen for just the piercing effect of this attack, let alone the crunching power. It's a very dangerous creature. So we got very lucky to have it not hit us when we were running for our very lives. Oh, and also causes additional damage when fighting mechanoids. So it has a benefit against mechs. Thankfully, you know, great. But yeah, other than that though, we are just going to be gathering food and just waiting for the critters to leave. But we might as well get ourselves situated here because we are going to be here for a little. And that's the end of the run, folks. We love auto-pathing. We love auto-pathing through buildings, don't we? Well, that's the end of the run. Oh. I will be a little bit more prepared for next time. I completely forgot about the auto-pathing in buildings. I really wish there wasn't a feature for that, but here we are. Gotta love it. That's a terrible way to end loser run. That was really good, too. It was fun. Damn. Well, hopefully we're not waterlocked next time. That's usually how they end. Just a single misclick. That's it. There we go. I guess we could start up the next episode at least. So all we have to do now is re-explain the map rules, and that's it. Tragic. Truly, truly tragic. So same thing, again, because we lost so very anticlimactically because of autopathing, as per usual. Usually what gets you killed. I forgot I was in the Scarlands, you know, just my brain was in a different place because it was such a good start. We'll do commitment mode. And then ambient horror. Let me just make sure I did this right. Perfect. That's tough, man. Pure luck. Pure unlucky. That's all. Fucking mega spider in a room. Come on, bro. Really? Whatever. Yeah. So, these are going to be our map settings, and I would like to at least explain the rules a tiny bit for them. We have to disable the gentle tribe, because again, they wouldn't really survive in this situation. But we have 90% pollution on this world. That is the main gimmick. It's a dump world, after all. Tragically, as it is. And the landmarks are going to be a little bit more. I like to imagine that they were pushed out as the trash slowly started covering the planet. Thankfully, it's a newly designated trash world, so it's not too unsurvivable yet. But nonetheless, that is basically the case. And a little bit more people than usual. And that is it. But other than that, we're going to randomize the seed to bowler hat. I mean, whatever. I don't know why I see the word bowler hat. Axe. Perfect. We'll go with that. But I'm going to explain the rules a little bit as the world is generating. And the main rule is we must randomly select our tile. And the tile specifically must be a Scarlands. Does not matter how good it is, how bad it is, how terrible it is. We must simply live on it no matter what. It's the first one that he was coincidentally landed upon in his crash pod. But until then, we're basically just going to let the world generate, which is going to take a few minutes. There's a couple of other things we're not allowed to do, which is use the anima tree, as well as we could, I mean, it's all fair game. We could scavenge or like any location as long as we can camp to it. But we must research and survive with a settlement in the Scarlands. There is no exceptions. We cannot do any research if we are not in a Scarlands, because that's kind of where Gavin gets all his knowledge from, is from all the bits and bobs of whatever was left behind, the massive devastation of one. But yeah, other than that though, let's disable this so we don't cheat and figure out what kind of stones or resources we got to work with. And other than that, I will see you all whenever we get ourselves a very, very lucky site. Hopefully, anyways. Let's zoom in a little closer so we don't spoil anything. And there we go. We got ourselves a Scarlands. So, with that being the case, that's it. You know, it's very lucky. It's not too polluted, thankfully, but it's still not in the best of areas. It's going to be relatively cold. Oh boy. Okay, we're going to have to bundle up, it seems. But yeah, that is where we're going to be starting. Otherwise, we do not have a religion because we are wild men. We do not even have one. We have to learn how to do that, which will take a bit, but thankfully randomized research does not really affect too much when you have only 3 options at the beginning. So it won't take super long, but I am going to be bringing our character up in just a moment, but I have to get a background that fits his overall goal. So I will see you all in just a moment. But yeah, it'll just be a second. All right, let's get Gavin with a decent story arc again, because I am an idiot and I got him killed instantly. Nothing. He definitely can't do War Casket. That's just stupid. Can't do that either. Okay, we could. I mean, that doesn't seem too bad. I want 5 though. 5 is always fun. Can't do that. Definitely don't want to do that. Get a beautiful lover. Dead rival. Legendary work. Held a concert. How do you hold a concert in this game? I'm kind of curious with that about that. Okay, sure. Why not? We'll run it with the We'll run it with a concert. Oh shit! I deleted the wrong one. Damn it! I can't do an inspirational throne speech because that's the Empire. Kill someone. Earn a cornerstone. 5-level sidecast. I mean, a Growling Tree is fair game. Why not? Well, we could be. You know what? Look at me, ball. Whatever. That's fine. That seems more like it. All right. This is Gavin, our very, very genetically tough character. To give a little bit of explanation to his lore, by the way, he is a clone, specifically clone farmed as a super soldier candidate for a glitter world species. He isn't very intelligent. That's his only real downside, but he is unbelievably physically durable. This man could take a couple of bullets when most people would just collapse instantly. For instance, he is healthy routined, which is just a general biological programming to take care of himself. Overall benefits, but do not worry, the max HP is not every limb. It's distributed throughout his entire body. So that includes his fingers, his heart, his brain, everything. So yes, most limbs will receive 1 or 2 HP at best. But otherwise, nothing game-breaking, nothing crazy. But the damage reduction is what we are after. Defensive fighter because it's budget tough, and it is basically designed for him to prioritize his safety over anything else for the time being. But that is overall just is part of his gimmick. He's hardy, again, another durability trait, because I have to take only traits that were durably benefiting him, and only 1 legendary trait. And so again, overall damage reduction and minute resistances. Again, every little bit matters in this situation. And determined for our only crutch against mental break thresholds. Because if he has a mental break, the game is over. The run is gone, okay? A single mega spider or a hunter trap just by entering the wrong room in a Scarlands is game over. But that's about it. Everything else is the bare minimum. He has slow learner because he's an idiot, and the only part that wasn't affected in his cloning process was his brain. It's just a very rudimentary, simple brain with some biologically implanted thoughts and, of course, ways to survive. Other than that, though, the bare minimum. The bare minimum for a glitter tech species. Anyways, whatever that can mean. Nonetheless, his goals are very simple. He wants to progress, become a powerful sidecaster, fight someone, like kill someone, I guess, and connect with a Growling Tree, which should be pretty possible. He wants to, fight against the things that made him in this kind of situation. Very, very fitting. Very fitting. But that is our character, Gavin. There really isn't anything beneficial about him at all, excluding the fact he is a baseliner, so he has nothing to worry about in terms of genetics. But that is it. Otherwise, let us begin his journey. Yeah, Gavin always starts out with level 3 in shooting. He's terrible at it. He's awful at it. The bare minimum. From the fall of the Rimworld, after a massive apocalyptic war, a man wakes up from the chemical and rot-smelling dirt and unknowing how they lived, but taking the name from the only object near him. A strange straw pod with what seems to be its door, with a bright neon yellow set of letters painted on. Gavin. Instinctually, maybe even the first words he ever remembers speaking, mumbles his new name, and begins to carve the legacy from the bottom of humanity, feeling a strange connection to the sky and what his mind thinks are stars. Gavin will do everything he can to get to see it himself. This is Gavin's journey from being a 1 in a billion situation to possibly reaching the stars themselves. And this is our man. So, we are in a very, very, very hostile environment. It is cold, bitterly cold here. And we need to get some gear for him immediately. Of course, it's a duster. Nothing actually useful. Okay. Is there really? No. Okay. I was about to be like, holy crap. Okay, we got a belt. Another belt. Face bandana. I don't really care about that too much. I would much rather get a gun immediately. So, what are we looking at here? Okay. So, we do at least have people to trade with. We do have a place to gather food and supplies. Can we get medicine, though? I do not think we can get medicine with relative ease, anyways. Wear this, wear this. I did not mean to pick those up. Actually, wear that first. Forbid the body. There is our basic gear for Gavin. Let's go. Anybody else here with decent stuff? Nothing. Nothing. Really. Damn. Okay. Not what I was expecting. Okay, we'll grab that. Pick this up. I want to make sure that's aimed shooting because we can barely aim right now. Is this better for warmth? Much better gear quality, I guess you could say. The baseball bat might actually be pretty good, but again, at this point, does it really matter? We need to get some metal so we can build a well. Also, there is something I do want to explain before I do jump into it. Because of Rebuild, a mod that I have installed, there's a little bit of a incompatibility with Tribal. It's very minor, so we do not need to worry about it. As long as we wait until we get construction, we cannot build these. That's it. It's only 3 things we have to keep our eyes out for. Not a big deal, but I'm just making sure my hands come clean for this situation. But yeah, we gotta get ourselves a water well, which is the only thing I'm allowed to build, because guess what? If we're not able to build that, we would kind of die. Actually, you know, just getting water would be basically impossible. But this also gives them a ton of construction skill. So hopefully we're lucky and we can build this at level 0. It's the odds of it is not likely, but hopefully luck is on our side. And it's not. Wait. Hold. Luck is on our side. Excellent. Okay, first of all, get rid of that. Turn this feature off. I don't really care about that currently. I do want to see what's in here. Oh, I don't want to see what's in there anymore. I don't want to see what's in there if I don't like it anymore. You know what? We could just claim all of these and then just reinstall these out here. That's not bad. This is actually not a little, that's not a bad place to live at all. Hell no. This is fantastic. Okay, we will claim this, and claim this. Oh, we can even put water in there. That's great, actually. Okay, one step at a time. We need to get some food. So minus 17 degrees. We do need a little bit warmer gear, that's for sure. A parka would be absolutely excellent. I do not think we'll be getting that, though. Not for a long, long while. All right. So we're already going to have to scurry off and get some food somewhere else. Huh? Fair enough. There's actually nothing here. Oh, wait. Is this edible? Oh. Actual food. that we cannot harvest within a reasonable or rational amount of time. We're gonna starve, dude. We gotta get out of here. Okay. Yeah, we need to go. This doesn't matter. Honestly, it doesn't even matter which way we go anymore. As long as we can make it. All right. We should be lucky enough to find some food here, even though it is pretty toxic. No, we got pretty lucky. Not too bad. Not too bad. Gavin, this is all up to you, man. The life, the run is all in your hands. It's all in your hands, man. Oh, yes! Good, Gavin. Yes! That's not very helpful. It's not even day 1 yet, and we have an illness, dude. Ugh. Oh, for the love of God, man. It's gonna be a tough one, isn't it? Fuck. Okay! So be it. It's not a bad one. It could have been a lot worse, but it's still not a very. Oh, it's just not enough fucking wood, really? Okay. Touche, touche. All right, you should have a ton of. Really, you actually made a mistake. That's insane. You have insane bonuses right now. Oh, dude, this is not gonna be good. This is not gonna be good at all. Prepare for micromanagement like you've never seen before. All right, get some sleep, Gavin. You got food, so I won't give you any more trouble. He is barely regenerating, dude. Oh my God, this is the worst disease we could have gotten. And I'm not even joking by the way. It's horrible, this shit. Kill the rabbit. Consume it. Alright, level 1 construction at least, you know. Day 0 since remechanized, man. Okay, Randy. I see how it is. I see. He should at least be very good at harvesting stuff currently, though. And getting tons of experience. And falling asleep instantly. Alright, let's get this thing going. You need to get food, Gavin. That's really what's going on. What? No apple trees, and this place is barren. Okay. I guess we'll be eating corpses for a bit. Great. And this run is bad. This is bad, dude. This run is bad. Come on, get it before it kicks in. Okay, yeah, sure, man. Okay. There's nothing we can do. It is pure luck right now. Pure RNG. Purely hope for the best. That's all we could do. That is fucking crazy bad. Forbid it. I don't even want you to eat. I'd rather you starve right now, honestly. I'd rather you starve and sleep. You're so lucky I can't do anything. Oh, dude. Of course we had food poisoning when somebody shows up. Yeah, crazy coincidence, dude. Crazy. It's almost like Randy planned it. Just as Randy planned. The worst illness we could have gotten. Well, one of the worst ones, just for annoyance. There's a lot I would rather, and that is definitely not one of them. It does have short-term benefits. Like, it does make you better, it does make you faster. What are you doing? Oh, did not mean to do that. There we go. Get a little bit more food before you gotta go. Or meds, or neither. At least there's meds here, actually. You know what? At least there's meds here. It could be worse. Could have been a much worse spot. And at least he can carry more because of it, I guess. Alright, fair enough. Alright, get some sleep. We'll let him sleep first in camp, because we're gonna have to fight this illness off the hard way. Oh boy. So irritating. Ugh. Alright, let's go. Should be okay. What in the hell? Okay, Shadow Charger. I thought it was a abomination that I needed to be terrified about. Alright, let's get the hygiene going. Oh, bless me. Sorry about that. Oh. And harvest everything, whatever you can. Honestly, at this rate, I'd be more impressed if you could. How much you fall and need to sleep is annoying. But this is our life right now. We got sensory mechanites before we even started. Oh boy, oh boy. Aren't we a fan? Good supplies now, because we do have the manipulation bonus. The manipulation bonus will give us incredible benefits in terms of harvesting. Wish it gave us movement speed, but I'll take it. Oh no, we can only carry more because of our belt. We actually lost carry weight. Right. I love sensory mechanites. Well, to be fair though, it is precious medical levels as well, or XP I should say. Really, there's another way to put it. At least there's something we can get from this with this incredibly terrible slow learner trait. I do not want that warg hunting us. Oh no. Alright, let's move to the next tile, actually, before we get absolutely eaten alive by a warg. 2 herbal. We got some wood so we can make a fire. Or another bathroom immediately. And just like that, we got ourselves a bathroom. I mean, a sink. Yeah, you can sleep later. Relax, okay? You don't need to sleep this badly. Buckaroo. There you go, man. Get some sleep. Much needed sleep. Holy cow. Chop down a pine. Get some wood so we can make a campfire, so we can start researching, quote unquote, aka thinking. Because with the mod, we have a semi-research, or semi-random research. It doesn't really change that much for being a wildman. There's already so few options, it doesn't really bother us. But we do need wood to make a campfire to get the true benefits of being a wildman, which is little bits of experience at a time, excluding basically none. It's a very slow process, but nonetheless, it is going to be massively helpful. Honestly, though, getting plants level 2 will be great for our long-term survival, especially in this terribly, terribly cold climate. The next person that we do get will be captured, because I do really want better clothing, and I hate to say it, I would gladly fight for a better t-shirt or a parka or something for Gavin here. Survival first before we could do anything for anybody else, basically. If we can't do anything for ourselves, then what the hell are we doing? A little bit of food, and he's going to start gathering. What? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, they do help quite a bit, though, the sensory mechanites, for getting stuff done, but nonetheless, it is still very annoying to have day 0. Poor Gavin. he's really had it rough, huh? Hasn't even started his journey yet. $55%. Amazing job. Manhunting pack, huh? A crow, really? Well, so far, so good. Why are you so sad? No way it's already getting this cold. No shot. Okay, we might have a few mental breaks, whether we want to or not. So tired all the time. How is someone this tired, dude? Oh my god, he's cooked already, man. Oh, man. Yeesh. This is not looking good at all. All right, one more. Come on. You got this. Easy. But never mind. All right, let's get out of here. We got enough stuff. Grab the wood. Grab all the supplies. Grab the medicine especially. Yup, that's good. Could grab the latrine. Nah. Forget it. Could grab it. It's only 3 kilos. Rah. And our base is right up here. Let's go home. Let's go home. Let us build a campfire. Alright, here you go. Set this as your bed. Enjoy. And there we go. Our first, it gives us a little bit more sleep. Just a bit. It's not much, but it's like an extra 5 or something. Extra 5%. So every little bit counts for this man. Okay. Whether you like it or not. I just heard a gun turret. Oh. Really? A great devourer, huh? They're not very resilient and are easily dispatched. What? Okay. Interesting. Dementia. Ascaria dementia-ridden great worm. Fair enough. Happens to the best of us, I guess. Whoa. What? Oh, cancel that. Hell. Nice. All right, forget it. Let's. We gotta pop this room open. God damn it! It's a fucking hunter drone right next to us. Great. We love that. You know what that means? 1 mental break, he dies. That's what that means. But let us do our first tribal gathering. Get some very much needed research going. Very, very slow though, by the way, but we'll speed things up here. There we go, Gavin. Oh yeah. Well earned, baby. Oh, is it a person? And a person geared the fuck out. They're a genie too. Oh, that's so fucking easy. I don't even care. Yeah, I don't care. No, that's the plan. Come here, bozo. I'm so sorry, but... Ah! For the sake of survival, we had to do it. We had to. It was either us or them. And I'm picking me. And look at that. Oh, 100 rounds. Okay. 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 Worth it. I do not even feel bad. Okay. That is amazing. Wow. I don't even know where to begin. Let us give you a loadout really first. I can't even speak. New loadouts. Ad hoc. Do not drop undefined. There you go, Gavin. Congratulations. Dragon skin armor. 20 kilograms. We'll only wear that if we really, really have to. Okay, clear all. I want apparel. Wait, am I stupid? Yes. Yes. Boom. And this one will be basically everything except for tainted. Oh, okay. This should... Innocent prisoner, huh? Yeah, well, I don't give a shit. Sorry, pal. Tainted Veil. I don't think we're going to need this right now, so we can drop this. Oh. Corpses as well. It was the only way we could survive. The weather was getting colder faster than we could ever keep up with it. We do need a toilet, though. We do not have an option or the supplies to do so yet. Is there anything made of metal that we could scrap? Well, that doesn't really help us, but... At least it gives us a table. Alright, let me get recreation going, or misc, I should say. Meditation, and then we'll set this as a gathering spot. There we go. Yeah, we'll get that over with pretty soon. I don't think that's going to be too big of a deal. As long as we keep our eyes out, we do need a toilet, whether I want to or not. Shit. Fine. We are gonna have to build a toilet. There we go. Fantastic. So very good now for mood. Very good. Even though we had to do something terrible, we are fully aware of how terrible it was. I was responsible for the death of a prisoner. Am I not a terrible person? At least you got a fulfillment. You know, 2 birds with 1 stone. Terrible. But survival first versus anything else. Now we can survive the winter without very little problem. Also do a tribal gathering, might as well. Fantastic stuff. Okay. Yeah, do not refill. I would like that to be empty. Get some sleep, my friend. Very, very needed. Yeah. So yeah, if we get all 4 of them, we will gain a new trait for this character, for Gavin. Which would be very nice. Really not much happening here. We might as well get rid of the critters that might cause problems for us. They do have Scaria after all. Alright, well, it's looking much better than when it was day 0. Manhunter pack. Gross. We'll pass. There's no need to. I mean, they are hostile, and that would be a fantastic amount of... Take care of your injury. Haul the crow. Oh, by the way, to let everybody know, even with all his health reduction or damage reduction perks, he still only takes, well, slightly more or slightly less than vanilla damage. So he takes 46% of damage, which doesn't really help that much if it's a uranium slug going into his head. Really doesn't help that much, I'll tell you what. Being functionally brain dead versus being brain dead, you might as well take the second option at this rate. At least you don't have to suffer. But yeah, it's already in the negatives, man. Yeah, I hate to say it, but we actually needed to do that. We needed to do that. As terrible as that makes me feel. I do want to drop this and just pick this up. We'll wear it if we have to, because wearing a gas mask is pretty substantial negatives. Get ourselves another gathering going so we can learn a little bit more about agriculture. And effective, the worst one we could have gotten, which gives us a pretty big mood debuff, -3. Nothing unworkable, but it still sucks. Definitely still sucks. The belt is great though. This was definitely the best one you could have gotten right now. Helps a lot. Now we actually have a gun, ammo. That scared me so bad. Now we have a gun, ammo, and a dream. Ambition can finally form with Gavin. Amazing. But yeah, from here on out, I am going to be starting to do cuts and runaways. I do think I am going to end the episode off a little bit early because I do want to make this a little bit shorter because I do have to do the intro still. Funnily enough, a little bit of a fun fact, I am doing the intro after this stream, basically for the real first episode, if I ever do edit it. That's the reason why I'm saying if I ever do. But if you're seeing this and it's edited, congratulations, I wasn't lazy for once. But nonetheless, I think this is a fantastic way to end things off. Gavin has achieved a lot. I love the hat. I love the drip. All right. Very, 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 very early game look for sure. But yeah, a couple of events happened. We became hostile, blah, blah, blah. We don't need to worry about any of this stuff right now because guess what? We're wild men. It's beautiful. Ignorance is bliss. So yeah, that is how we're going to end the first episode on day 14, coming up to day 15. There will be more cuts and speed ups next episode, but I wanted to at least get everybody to witness the first episode because anything can happen from here on out. Nonetheless, though, Gavin is pretty much armed to the teeth for how early it is. That was insane odds to get a genie. Insane odds. It's terrible, but survival is king. Maybe in the future we will do infinitely more greater things for the greater good as the necessary evils to stay alive. But other than that, though, folks, I hope you all enjoyed. And I will be seeing you all next time on Falling Scars with Gavin. Other than that, peace. All right. So we will stop recording. And I am actually going to end the stream off here. I did actually have plans for my friends, and I would like to actually live up to their expectations for once. And I'm going to end it off early. I know it's a little anticlimactic, but do not worry. We will be getting back to it next time. But for now, I do need to actually get some stuff done, and I will get one stream tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna be back hanging out with my friends, and that's the only reason why I'm getting off. So if you don't hate the player, hate the game. I'm kidding. But yeah, other than that though, folks, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. A lot earlier than usual, but so far so good. I mean, we had a big mistake when I got Gavin killed, but it's fine. You know, we were completely screwed on that island, anyways. And at least it went out with a death. I didn't give up. It went out with a death. So I will take it. But yeah, other than that though, folks, it was an absolute blast, and I will see you all next time. Actually, let's go to the main menu really quick. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I do not want to end the stream without being in the menu, so at least people know I'm not doing anything stupid. Boom. Yeah. Other than that though, folks, be safe, get some food. It is the evening after all. But yeah, other than that though, peace. Thank you again for Officer Wicked Sun. I think somebody else was here. Game Player, that's true. Yeah, I saw that. And then Zeojin, and of course my dad. Thank you all for watching. Otherwise, be safe, folks, and have a great day. Now I can say peace. Peace.